Ooh, I didn't tell you guys. So, you know how I have the freezer pops that don't freeze?
Yes.
Sure.
And I told you there was once where I pulled one out and it wasn't frozen and I like shook it absentmindedly and it froze in my hand while I wasn't looking.
Yeah.
And then I had those others that wouldn't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I found one in the freezer a few days ago that wasn't frozen, and I pulled it out and looked at it and said, and shook it, and ice crystals started to form in the middle and spread out, and I actually just stood there watching it like, it was like a weird frozen cancer. It was really cool. Like the way that it spread through the,
Oh, okay.
or like, I guess, not cancer, it was more like,
Yeah, I was gonna say that's an odd analogy.
hang on, like, what's the time-lapsed mold growing? There we go.
A Pee Wee Herman cutscene, you say?
That was weird.
It was weird. Everything about Pee Wee Herman was weird.
That's true, yeah.
That's fair.
Did anybody watch the newest movie that was on Netflix?
No.
No.
Okay. I used to watch the show when I was a kid, but I never watched any of the movies, which I've been told is a shame. I should watch the one that everyone knows.
Like Big Adventure.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah.
Or big top Pee Wee.
No, not that one.
Or Mystery Men.
Oh, yeah, that one. That one I saw.
Mystery Men's a pretty good Pee Wee Herman movie.
So here's I think his best role was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but here's something weird.
The movie, by the way.
Yeah, the movie,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
the show, the movie. Not that I didn't enjoy the show, I did, but he wasn't in it to my knowledge. On the stream, my video seems to be working, right? I'm not like frozen or anything.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay, if either of you gentlemen will go to the Discord window, is my video moving there? Because it's not for me.
Yes.
I mean, if it's moving on the stream, then it's moving in my Discord window, because that's what they see.
Okay, just making sure, because
Okay.
it's really weird. I'm just frozen. I've
If
got a
your
stupid
part's
look
not
on my
able-
face, so it's not really any different than when I'm moving.
Fair enough.
Just pretend you're practicing ventriloquism.
Okay, fair enough. I'm making this idiot talk.
Ooh, I am talking. Well played. Oh, you pointed at yourself. Thanks, Screen Lag.
Zing.
Haha, self-burn.
I could go for a zinger.
Wait, is that like this? It's a cell phone. Huh? Okay.
I've seen that pun before.
Anyway. Shall we start the actual show now? Oh no, we need a
it's been enough
thumbnail.
time, bro. Yeah, so for this one, Cluze, question.
Answer.
You've been home for
paprika.
like a week, right?
Yes.
So have you noticed anything missing yet?
At my house?
Yeah.
No.
Nothing at all.
No.
Nothing from your home is missing.
No. We keep those in a secured offsite location. I don't know where you got
You
those.
sure did. You sure did.
Man.
I even found the one you haven't opened yet, buddy.
Fair. Touche.
So I've got my promo picture.
He does. He does have his
Okay.
thumbnail shot. I've got nothing interesting for a thumbnail shot here. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute.
Can
I'm gonna
react
do that
to your
thing that
stolen
you
merchandise.
see you people in recording studios do. So I'm gonna take my headset off and put it over
Oh, you're
here
gonna
like
do-
this.
You gonna do the one ear
And then
thing?
have a microphone in front of me.
Oh, can I do the one ear thing?
Oh, are we doing that?
Wait.
Hold on.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Yeah, that's probably good. Okay.
Excellent.
The things we go to so I don't have to make a damn thumbnail.
That's true. You
Okay,
won't always
here we
have an
go.
octopus to save you.
Are we good? We're good. Here we go. Oh, jam! Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode of Monday Night Magic here on twitch.tv/theManaPool. I'm losing my headset. Hang on. There we go. I had to take the headset off.
a long
for
URL.
the thumbnail. That is a long URL. We're not actually done yet. .com.
.co.uk.
So, I am Chewie. You can tell that because not only am I wearing the Chewbacca t-shirt, but also because it says that right under me.
It's true.
If you're
You were
listening
labeled.
in the audio version, you just have to trust me. I'm Chewie.
He
True.
is.
If you're listening in audio version, then this guy who in the video version is on that side of me. What is that? You're to my so it's my
I'm to the
left.
middle.
So you're in the middle is Squee.
I am centered.
I don't believe that for a second.
I am off kilter, but in the middle.
And the other one over there on the other side of the screen is Cluze.
Hey, you may remember me from like a month ago,
It's true.
Right?
but only maybe.
You were my May friend. I remember that.
I was gone and then I was gone. But I'm here. I'm here now. And that's
True.
what matters. The past is behind us. The future is ahead of us. The now, wait. The future is now here. Oh, crap. Now it's here again.
Thanks to the magic
Wait,
of
what about
stream
now?
delay, now is the past.
Ah!
Oh, man, that's right. If you're not watching on the stream, this is from the past, not the future. The future is now.
Now.
Sure was.
I never have like the past being behind you and the future in front of you because you can see the past. So wouldn't the past be in front of you? Aren't we all just walking backwards through time?
Yeah, that's
This
why we
would-
keep
this would
bumping into
explain
stuff
a
that we don't
lot,
see.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, when you really think about it, chronology is nothing but one giant moonwalk in the dark.
Ooh. That. You know, if this was a different show, that'd be a hell of a show title.
That'd be really confusing in its own way.
All right,
I guess
so
we could talk about actual stuff, though.
this is Monday Night Magic number 659. And, yeah. I guess we should get to it, huh?
Yeah.
Probably.
There's finite amount of ground to cover.
But a non-zero. It's actually a pretty good amount of ground to cover. So let's get to it.
Okay.
First up, hey, look, you guys know Pauper?
No.
Are you guys aware of Pauper?
Yes.
Okay. That is becoming an actual paper format now.
Oh, hey.
Wait,
Last
wasn't
time I
it
saw
always a
Pauper,
paper
it was-
format? Couldn't you go ahead and just play it in paper and no one could stop you?
Correct, but now it's like a sanctioned
Oh.
thing. Yeah.
All right, then.
So, beginning, it looks like, hello, that was another one. Luby Loki Love just subbed with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you. Yay. Now I forgot what I was saying. I said yay.
Hooray.
Oh,
Hoorah.
welcome to the pool. There we go. That was the thing that I didn't say. But yeah, it looks like, okay, I don't know when exactly. Magic Online is going to implement this new format starting July 2nd. Gatherer will officially support searching by Pauper legality on July 9th.
Right.
Wizards Event Reporter, oh god, will allow Pauper format events to be sanctioned at local stores and for large tournaments. So, okay, the definition of Pauper legality is expanding to include any card with a common printing in any paper or digital set. Oh dear god. If the card is listed as a common on Gatherer from any set, it is legal in Pauper.
Unless it's banned.
Unless it's banned.
Right.
This will add cards to the format that were not previously legal on Magic Online because Magic Online doesn't have all the cards, just most of them.
Yeah.
So, it says, due to the influx of new cards, they're going to be banning 3 cards ahead of time. And I think these make perfect sense. Him to
This is
Turok.
valid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sinkhole. Ah!
Seems good.
And High Tide. Ah!
High Tide should have always been banned.
Right?
Like, and
So,
I get it. It wasn't even in there before. Well, no, it was in Fallen Empires, wasn't it? Oh, that's painful.
So first of all, this states here they will be adding these 3 cards to the Pauper banned list. That means there's already an existing banned list, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they just recently banned, was it Days?
That's a card that deserves banning.
And
I think the ban list was a few blue cards.
Did they ban Brainstorm and Island?
what didn't they just ban like 2 or 3 cards, chat? What were the most recent ones? I'll just remember Days. I know there were more though.
They discussed a bunch of them, and then Days was the one they picked out of that set, but there were a few other sets of cards too.
Yeah. They banned, oh yeah, Gitaxian Probe,
Right.
Gush, and Days. That's it.
Oh, that's right, Gush. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Thank you, JD Phoenix. And that was just
also
within the last month or 4. I have
Also,
no concept of the passage of time.
a Pinball Witch in the chat has said that the professor did the math and that this announcement, this change of unifying it if it was printed at Common in paper or online, has added 412 cards to Pauper.
That is, and I quote, not a small number.
Thank you. Yes.
That's like a Modern Horizons or 2.
It's a large set release,
Yeah.
is what it is.
Yeah, so Pauper got a new set. It was called all of these cards that were previously in other sets.
Pauper Masters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there you go. They're going to be watching the new format closely to see if anything goes haywire.
It might.
And yeah, there you go. All of you Pauper fans, you get more places or something to play Pauper, more opportunities maybe.
All kinds
You
of
have
new
an
toys.
opportunity-
Talk to your
You can-
local game store because now they can do like sanctioned Pauper
Yeah.
events.
Here, have a theoretically more cost-effective way to play Magic. I said theoretically. I know this works.
I guess the ultimate goal for like the secondary market is for this to take off so that commons will become god awful expensive in real life as well as online.
I mean, I think they're gonna want to play the game of Mythic Commons, where it'll be commons that were in like 3 kingdoms or something become amazingly good and are a pain to get, but we'll see. It's also much easier to add these things to circulation later because they're theoretically not very powerful.
Exactly.
So we'll
All
see.
right then. So that's our Pauper news. It's pretty big news for Pauper fans. If you're not a Pauper
True.
fan, it's whatever.
Irrelevant.
So
Not
let's move
hurting
on.
you.
Some more news that is big news if you're in certain locations, and otherwise it's whatever. They're
Yep.
doing the Magic Celebrity Cup. We have 36 celebrities and 36 Magic experts. Note the air quotes. I'm laying them on pretty thick.
Hmm.
Now it says there's no prize on the line, so whatever. It's like the golf version of a pro-am, or the Magic version of a golf pro-am, I should say. So you get some celebrity that knows how to swing a golf club, but isn't good, and then you get a golf pro, and then you team them up and you send them out onto the course to, so one can hit the ball and one can mug for the cameras. I think is how that works.
I mean, I'm going to pretend that this is like Dancing with the Stars.
That
And they're
too,
just gonna-
yeah.
Pair off people that know how to magic with people who know how to be embarrassed, and we'll see where it goes.
There you go. So this is it's a European thing. This is celebrities and magic experts from Germany, France, and the UK. And this is Thursday, July 11th and Friday, July 12th. I did not realize this was on Thursday and Friday.
It is next week.
Interesting.
Yeah, not this week, but next week. That was kind of weird.
But if
Okay,
you want to
the
watch,
times are listed as British summertime, right? BST.
is that what BST means?
That's what BST would mean.
Okay.
I don't know about CEST though.
Isn't that like French.
British
It's like c'est la vie.
C'est la vie time. Yes.
But anyway, if you want to watch these on the UK side of things, you can watch that on twitch.tv/magic.
Central European summertime.
There you go. If you want to watch the French side of things, you go to twitch.tv/lestream. I'm not making that up. You can see it right here on screen.
It's true.
And if you want to watch the German part of things, you go to twitch.tv/handyofyblood. It's hand of blood.
I love the fact that none of this is us making fun of other languages.
It's not, no. Like, they're making fun of it. The jokes write themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, Germany it's twitch.tv/.
Germany is so much cooler.
It's like /hand of blood, but the spaces are eyes.
Yeah.
Like the letter I, not
Handy
like,
off your blood.
Handy of your blood. I don't know.
Oh, it is on the stream.
So yeah, I'm showing on the screen now the list of celebrities and Magic experts from France. I've heard of Gyra. Why didn't they just put his freaking name?
Because no one has real names on the internet.
Yeah, that's right. No,
Raph
no
Levy's name is right here. It says Raphael Levy.
That's doxing.
It says it right there.
It's got dots over the E. That makes it not real, Chewie.
But this is what's J.E. Duprat? It's Jean-Emmanuel Duprat, right? I think that's right. And then here's the German side of things, with literally no one I've heard of on either side. But then I'm not German, so
Hand of Blood. It's their Twitch.
It's their Twitch
stream,
channel.
I
Yeah.
think.
I guess when you mouse over it, it's actually a YouTube thing, but whatever. And then here's the UK, where I've heard of Pleasant Kenobi and, well, Autumn Burchett.
Yeah.
Clearly. So, yeah. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs from each country. Only 2 from each country will make it to day 2.
I'm really hoping that under the UK, 2 angry gamers means that it's actually a tag team match.
I'd be all right with
That'd
that.
be pretty funny.
Yeah.
So, what do we think of this idea? This pro-am.
I mean,
Sure.
I think it's neat.
Yeah, it's them doing something with their brand to make people want to watch it. Like I said, if I was either French or German or British, I would know who some of these are, and I would be somewhat excited, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So if they do an American version, I might actually, you'd be like, oh, huh, and watch it, but I doubt it. But that's just me. Like,
I mean, depending on who you get, obviously, too.
I also hope they do something interesting with this. Like, we don't talk about this on this show, really, but, like, the MPL is... There's no reason to watch it. And the numbers show that,
Hard-hitting
unfortunately.
news.
Like, nobody watches it because it's only on Saturdays and it's just some highlights maybe, whereas everything else happens behind the scenes and is whatever. And hopefully this is entertaining. They let some of these, like, influencer celebrity people do stuff. Maybe?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we know that in the U.S., there are a number of celebrities who play Magic. We know that.
Yeah.
And if some of those celebrities were pulled into an equivalent thing of this, I would be curious enough to tune in or watch a replay because that could be fun. I would be entertained to see where that would go. And I'm hoping that this is something that they can use to leverage that because, like, I don't want to see people who are good at Magic play Magic. Like, there are plenty of people that do that already. I don't need to go to the Pro League for that. I would much rather see
people that are
people
entertaining play Magic.
Yeah.
I want to see Sam Black teaching The Rock how to play Magic.
I want to see The Rock teaching Sam Black how to play Magic.
Can I get that? Because I'd like to see that.
I mean, I'll tune into The Rock teaching anybody how to play Magic, honestly. Like, I don't even care who.
At this point, I would tune in to watch The Rock teach anybody anything.
Anything?
Yeah, that's fair. Over here, we have The Rock teaching cross-stitching. I would watch all of that.
I would watch
Oh,
the hell
God,
out of
yeah.
that.
I would watch that without thinking. But anyway, so that's that. If that's cool, if that sounds good to you, then it's Thursday and Friday, the 11th and 12th. Go watch it so they know you like it.
Huh. You think The Rock would play the Rock deck?
It seems like a moral imperative, honestly.
Yeah.
He'd have to play the original version, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, from back when he was The Rock.
Yeah. No, not the original version of The Rock. The original version of the deck.
I know what you mean.
Can we get Rocky Maivia playing the original version of The Rock and his millions?
While The Rock is on TV in the background. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You see, affinity for rocks is a thing.
Anyway, let's move on. Hey, look, we've got the formats for the rest of the Magic Fests for the year, with one exception. So I hope in October.
Wait! I just look at this. Look at this. This
What?
is great. I gotta tell the wife that we're going to this legacy tournament. Jen, get the car. We're gonna drive. It's Bologna. Oh man.
I can just get that at the grocery store, right?
Never mind.
I mean, the car would get you to the grocery store.
And they have bologna there. I don't like it, but...
I mean, I don't know if they're going to have bologna there that close to Thanksgiving.
But anyway, so, now that Cluze is all sulky, I hope if you play Magic in October, I hope you like Limited, because we get Montreal, Utrecht, Bangkok, and Phoenix are all limited.
Yeah.
We don't know what kind of limited, because we don't know anything about that set yet. You have to wait for San Diego Comic-Con before we learn what that set is.
Yeah.
Then we get 4 standards in a row with Leon, Nagoya, Richmond, and Sao Paulo. Then we get Modern in November with Columbus. Then there's the Legacy event in Bologna.
Now, I am happy that we have a Legacy GP. Don't get me wrong. I'm not
So
really
that means
complaining.
Cluze
At
won't be
least
here
we
this
got
weekend.
the Legacy GP. It means that the Monday after that, I won't be able to make the show. I don't know why yet, but I
True.
know it to be a fact.
It'll have December sickness or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Brisbane and Oklahoma are both standard. And then Portland on December 21st is constructed TBC. Which, I don't know what TBC means. The only answer I got from anybody that wasn't sarcastic nonsense is to be confirmed, which is stupid and not a thing that anyone says.
Yeah. Maybe they're confirming whether or not Portland exists.
I mean
I
it's not in
assume
a
it does,
four-letter
but-
state.
Yeah, but like my understanding is that Portland existed in the 1990s, so it might be hard to reach now.
Huh. That could be.
Also, I'm entertained that it says Oklahoma, not like Oklahoma City.
It's just the entire state.
The entire state is
It's-
one giant GP.
I'm going to guess it's due to space on their format.
Probably.
But
Kind of like how we don't know which Columbus it is. We just know it's
yeah, it's
Columbus.
just Columbus, yeah. I'm going to guess that
one.
it's South Carolina just because I know that's not it.
Because that's actually a state, yeah. I mean, I don't like it, but it is a state.
But so yeah, that's what we get.
They are
there.
front-loading all the limited, everybody.
Yeah, we were talking about this in the pre-show, and the set will drop sometime in like September, right? Ish.
Sounds right.
Which
September
means-
or October. I know that normally they're doing previews about the time I go to Dragon Con, which is the beginning of September, so.
Which means that the first part of the new standard after rotation will be limited GPs, which makes sense for like the first couple weeks, but this is all month.
Yeah.
So, whatever. We'll have to rely on Star
according
City
to-
events.
The first thing I found when I Googled for it, it looks like they're aiming for October 4th for the new standard. So, yeah, October would just be the limited month. Weird.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how much interest in that format lasts after a month.
Vincent just asked in the chat, when is the Mythic Championship 5, the second arena one? Dude, no one knows.
In the future, between 4 and 6.
There's only like 12 people that are invited to that. Wait, what is the number? 68? There's only like 68 people going to that. No one cares. Unless you're one of those people, in which case that's very important.
And you really want to know, and you probably don't.
One of whom will be disinvited at the last minute, and someone else will be invited.
Yeah, now we determined last week that I had a tweet go viral about...
You did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm probably getting an invite to the next arena MC.
Good chance of it. Yep.
But you're not getting a preview card.
But I'm not getting a preview
There are limits
card.
to these things. Yeah.
I mean, let's be reasonable here.
Chewie successfully had a completely unrelated to Magic tweet go viral.
Yeah. So that means I'm an influencer now, which means I'll see you guys at where it's in Richmond, right?
I don't know.
Or is that where the paper one is? I can't remember how any of this crap works.
I mean, so you're going to have to go to a PPTQ now, which is going to be filled with other people who've had tweets that go viral, and you're going to have to come in at the top of that. Unfortunately, most people whose tweets go viral have no idea what they're doing there either. So your odds are pretty good, but you might actually have to play against a kitten, and I don't like your odds.
The metagame is going to be really weird.
It's going to be all over the place, man. Don't worry, though. You'll be playing Limited. It'll be in October.
If you can get a second tweet to go viral, you might get a first round bye.
That's called a buy, yeah. You can do that.
Oh, my
So-
God. Okay, so moving on.
Yeah.
I still don't know why this doesn't say TBD. It just bothers me that TBC. Someone was like, "Oh, it means team block constructed, right?" I'm like, one, that's not a thing anymore. Two, it starts with
Team block
constructed. So it's not constructed, team block constructed.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them if that's what it turned out to be. But
I mean, Channel Fireball is showing that they're sort of inept at things. We'll get to that later. Their ineptitude is on full display this weekend.
constructed Team British Columbia.
But anyway, all right. So moving
Canadian
on. Now
Highlander.
we've got Corset 2020 is coming to both Magic Online and to what's that other thing? Arena. So, I don't know. Hey Bill, you're the Magic Online guy. Did you look at this?
I did. Come back tab. Cool. All right. Look, we have a lot of tabs open to have relatively small amounts of news. Because for reasons we'll get into later, there's a lot of things you have to open. But yeah, so this is the Corset 2020 Magic Online news. Obviously, they're talking about the Pauper because a lot of things just got updated with Pauper. If you recall last week when we went over the bug blog and there was like a billion new problems in it, this is probably related. So that's fun. Between Horizons and this, I'm sure there'll be all kinds of nonsense. Yeah. Scrolling down a little bit. As mentioned, Modern Horizons is there. Those events are going to keep running. The first half of the Corset 2020 season. That's cool. New cards. They're changing the way they handle prestige avatars, which are now going to be done on a point system involving friendly trophies and competitive trophies, which is weird because I thought they were getting rid of friendly everything, but I can be easily confused. So who knows?
Maybe not everything, just the
Just those cues.
yeah. I can't remember which ones now because I don't play Magic Online.
Yeah. But essentially, the way that they're going to keep track of these things is that some events award trophies, which will be doled out, and then at the end of the season, based on your number of trophies, you'll get some of these cool things like your Golos Tireless Pilgrim Prestige Avatar, your Omnath Locust of the Royal Avatar, or your Kalia Zenith Seeker Prestige Avatar, looking all fancy and mythic. So that's fun. Separate to that, they're going to have some treasure chest avatars, which are both adorable. And that's what really matters. Hey, Cluze, look at these cute, adorable treasure chest avatars.
Oh, I haven't seen them. Hold on. Let me find that tab because I was looking at the next tab.
See, getting ahead of yourself.
Too many tabs.
But we got the Fire Kitty, and we got the Cute Puppy.
Also known as the best card in Core Set 2020.
Yeah.
Shut up, it is.
I mean, I'm not arguing with you.
Not you.
It's all true.
I think Cluze
Cluze will
lost the
get there
tab.
eventually.
No, I'm looking at the kitty.
That's fair. It is everything that Cluze likes in Magic, which is to say a cat and a burn.
It is.
So that's cool. But yeah, the rest of this is here's the Core Set 2020 details because, of course, it's all kicking off this week. So they're throwing that out there for you.
I do like that Magic Online is holding on to its hey, this is where you play things that aren't standard by having the Modern Horizons events run until the middle of August.
Yeah, because it's also pretty much the only place where you're going to be able to do that.
Exactly, yeah.
So that's understanding its role. I feel a lot better about the future of Magic Online now than I did a while ago, simply because they've doubled down on this is where you go to play most of Magic, and arenas where you go to play Standard. And you obviously have the option of playing Standard and Magic Online as well, but like by giving it that niche, it feels like it's going to survive the transitions a lot better. So that's good.
I like it.
Yeah. Now, if you scroll down a little bit to Competitive Draft League, which comes after the breakdown of all the stuff for this week, they are retiring it. So as they've noted here, when a league has enough players, the value of playing your matches on your own schedule is extremely high. When the league's too small, the queue times become difficult. So as a test for this release, they're just going to be replacing Competitive Draft League with Competitive Draft Queue. So the whole appeal of leagues was obviously you played when you needed to and you weren't committed to playing for like a solid 2 to 3 hours. Apparently they haven't had enough things firing quickly enough, so they're just going to go with like back to traditional. You're going to set aside a few hours of it and actually finish everything. So hey, that's cool. You have a few more details down here. I'm not going to read this to you. If you do Magic Online, you should click on the link in the show notes to get here because it's a whole bunch of stuff. And then the very last section here, the alt play calendar, is a breakdown of a bunch of the weird weekly nonsense that they do throughout the year to keep things interesting. So very briefly here, they're going to have another Battle of the Plains, which I think is following, just based on the limited text here, they're following the same rules as last year. So you'll get sealed decks based on, different sets from Ravnica, Innistrad, Dominaria, things that are on the same plane, and get to play those together. If I recall last time, the balance issues were about what you would expect because some sets are stronger than others and have more synergy across all the cards that they mix together to make it happen. But it also still looked fun last time. Just don't expect too much synergy when you're only getting one pack of each keyword for the most part. So that's neat. Then they're going to go into a Spotlight Cube thing on the plane of Tarkir. Cool. Then Legacy Cube, because of course Legacy Cube, because it's been a few minutes, so we better bust out Legacy Cube again.
Yep.
Then Dominaria flashback drafts, because it's only been a year, and because we have all these digital packs that we have to move before rotation. That's the thing. And then Modern Horizon events will end on the 14th and be replaced with Chaos Draft with spaces in the name. So why draft one set when you can draft lots of sets at once? It's true. Chaos Draft is a weird thing that Magic Online is better situated for than probably anything else, and it really should get more credit for that than you would think. Yeah, then a few more events as we go forward. Like, I've gotten tired of reading these bullets now. That's the next few months. Go read the list if you want to see the rest.
Fair.
Magic Online exists.
Yeah, it does.
Magic Online digital objects.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shall we talk about the state of Arena?
We shall.
All right. Arena has a state. It is tapped.
Does it have more than 4 letters, though?
Yes, so Squee can talk about it. Yes, as
Oh,
long as it's
well, in
tapped,
that
yeah.
case, I acknowledge it as a real place.
All
And
right, excellent.
we're not going there, but it's a real place.
Wait, I was listening to something
Was it the
recently,
voices?
and
Don't do what
someone
the
said
voices
something
say.
about it's a 4-letter state. It doesn't matter. And I went,
Wonderful.
It seems like it was Cap and Odin Sun streaming Hunt. Was that where I heard it last night?
Could be.
And I
Look,
think it was Odin Sun that said that. And I went, that sounds familiar. But
let's clarify. There was a time at work when I was talking to people about different places they've been, and someone mentioned one of those, hypothetical establishments that might be considered a state by wrong people. And just off the cuff, I went, "That's not a real state." And then everyone stared at me, and they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "It's got 4 letters. It's not real." Because I'm like, I'm doubling down on this if I've done it. And so I'm like, it's just not a real state. Like, have you ever been there? They're like, yeah, I've been there several times. Like, so you've been
Lies.
Principality of Ohio. I see. Still not a state. And so, like, they were trying to determine if I was serious or not. And I had this going for about 4 minutes in a professional setting before they just acknowledged that I was either messing with them or was probably someone crazy that you shouldn't talk to. Either way, I feel like I won.
I was going to say, I think that was a success.
Yeah.
So I can spread the good gospel even further. And eventually we can get everyone else to acknowledge this. But instead of updating the flag, we can bring in Puerto Rico, but not Guam, because Guam would create the same problem.
Okay, so the state of Magic Arena.
Odin Sun is in the chat, and he said that was him. Yeah.
Oh, good.
And also,
Excellent.
what was that? Was that the King of Tuesday Night that just followed? Hey, thanks, buddy.
Nice.
See, the King of Tuesday Night subjects could be from these 4-letter places because they're part of a kingdom.
So, the state of Magic Arena is
Beta has 4 letters. I'm sorry, I'm shutting up.
It's tapped, face up, not transformed, but it is flipped. So there you go.
Oh, Kamigawa.
The important things. Core set is coming, and when I say it's coming, I mean tomorrow. The core set is coming tomorrow. Unless you're listening to this tomorrow, then it came today. If you're listening to it after that, it came before then. Look, it's July the 2nd. It's coming on July the 2nd.
By land or by sea?
1 if by land, 2 if by sea. It's by sea.
Oh, man.
It's on the 2nd.
Watch your boats.
There we go. Excellent. With that being said, if you want to get in on the give them some monies, get 50 packs thing that they do before a set releases, yeah, TikTok, you need to do that tonight. Secondly, since they need to do some maintenance to make the core set happen, they're doing scheduled maintenance July 2nd from 8 a.m. Pacific time. It should last about 2 hours, or so they claim. So keep that in mind. And that was the link I was attempting to paste into the chat earlier so that I would be able to find it later, but I just left it up in a tab because I really like tabs. So there you go. So core set coming to Arena like any minute now, which will be nice. Then I will lose to a completely different set of blue cards. Okay, not a similar overlapping Venn diagram of blue cards is what I'm going to say.
There you
so
go.
early access to it started today, so you may have seen some streamers doing some stuff with that. Incidentally, if you want to get in on that, there's a link. Maybe I'll dig it up later. Maybe we don't care. I don't know. Where if you want to get in on the next set to get early access, there's actually an application way to do that. They tweeted about it earlier today. Look, if you care about that sort of thing, you probably looked it up. You know what's going on. If not, send email to jack at mtgcast.com. Won't do you any good, but try it anyway.
We'll get right on it.
So, core set releases tomorrow, which means core set sealed starts tomorrow, runs through the 26th of July. Drafts with the core set will begin on July 8th and run through sometime in the fall, ? And ranked draft begins on July the 19th. So if you want a little more time to do ranked draft with the older cards, you still have time for that. But just a little bit of time for that.
You guys carry on. I'll be right back. I heard a noise.
All right, fair. If you have a problem, yell. We won't do anything, but yell. All right,
that's
great.
how we know.
So there you go. So ranked draft is still War of the Spark until the 19th. Then it becomes core set on the 19th for a while. Then some other shenanigans. Let's not talk about that. There is a new mastery system coming. What in the world is a mastery system? We're glad you asked. We're only sort of certain ourselves. So do
It
you
looks
remember?
like a sphere grid.
Yeah, well, okay. If you played the intro bits to MTG Arena, there was some stuff that God, what was Sparky? I think was the name of the little avatar that taught you how to play Magic, even though you knew how to play Magic, statistically speaking. If you're listening to this podcast, there was a thing where as you won games, you got these little spheres to fill out your mastery grid, and filling it out got you access to some cards to upgrade the intro decks they gave you and got you access to some other decks. Well, they're bringing that back. And I know what you're thinking, but I already completed it once. Yeah, they're not bringing that back. That's still going to be there. But they're adding a similar thing for each new set. So when a new set comes out, there'll be a new mastery tree for that set. And isn't that exciting? Kind of, question mark, sort of, but there'll be a new one every set. You can complete the mastery tree for that set only between when that set releases and when the next set releases. As soon as the next set releases, you can't. And I know what you're thinking, well, what do I get if I actually complete that mastery? And the answer is stuff, mostly cosmetics. I think it's mostly going to be card styles. There's also another thing coming, and
hey Cluze.
Yeah.
If you go to that MTG Arena forums link,
Yeah.
it actually tells you.
Oh yeah. We're gonna break down the details of it in a minute, but I'm just covering
the mastery thing. You get 36 if you finish the mastery. You get. You said
no. It's fine.
Because you gave misleading information. If you do the mastery thing, you get 30 to the end. You get 36 M20 boosters and 5 mastery orbs that you can redeem for card styles. That's it.
Wait, you get orbs, so this actually is the sphere grid?
It is the sphere grid. Yes.
Yeah. You get little orange balls.
It's also unclear to me that you get all the packs at the end, or if you get them in stages along the way. Yeah, so it's going to be in stages along the way. So in a similar method to your like dailies and your weeklies, it's unclear to me if this is replacing the dailies or weeklies. I think it's actually in addition to the dailies.
It's in addition to, yeah.
Yeah. But they're also bringing us, and Chewie, I'm glad you're back. I don't know, I don't know what you've got up on the screen right now, but if you can get up this article and then scroll down, you'll know when to stop, because there's an adorable cat that's on fire.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, just go to that. They're giving us pets, but only if you do the mastery pass, which is you give them gems and they will give you access to more mastery tree, part of which will get you these little pet avatars. Which will include,
apparently, as soon as you buy the master pass, you get the kitty.
You get the kitty cat, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I might actually have to give them monies for the kitty cat. I feel filthy about it. I do, but look at him. Just look at him.
So 3,400 gems is $20 straight up, or if you buy in bigger bulk, then it's slightly less than $20.
Yeah, although the Mastery Pass doesn't... I know what you're thinking. Oh, that's dumb. It just gets you this cat. Well, no, it gets you other stuff too. And the other stuff that it gets you is at the other link that we're going to talk about in a minute, but we've already covered most of the important bits. It gets you more boosters, 20 more booster packs, not just of M20, though. It goes back to War of the Spark, Ravnica Alliance, and...
Guilds of Ravnica.
Guilds of Ravnica, that's the one. Yeah. I'm like, green. What's green? Because it's GRN. There you go. It also gets you 2,000 gems, so you give them gems to get gems. So I guess your net investment here is 1,800 gems. Gives you gold.
1,400 gems.
14, okay. 3,400. Okay, great. More mastery orbs, etc. So it gets you stuff and things. Like
What's an ICR?
Rare ICR.
It says 10 mythic rare ICRs. I don't know
Yeah,
that term.
Is that
Oh,
like a
individual
TBC?
card reward. We've had that before.
Yeah, it's TBC. Yeah. And upgrades for your cat. There are rare upgrades for your cat.
Comedy.
I don't care for this. I find this mastery pass distasteful.
That sure does sound like someone who's about to buy it.
I was gonna say, it's not that I'm not gonna do it, it's just that I don't like it.
Now, before you do it, Cluze.
Yeah.
We should point out. Okay, wait. I found this in the video. It was 50. Hang on. 52 seconds. For a hot second. Okay, so if you go to 52, 51-ish seconds in the video up above.
Okay.
So now, I hit my elbow. So you still get daily quests.
All right, good.
This
Because
is
I like
not
those.
replacing daily quests.
Except
this is
for when they want
replacing
me to
the
play Blue
weekly
Scrolls.
rewards.
Oh, it's replacing the weekly rewards.
Yes.
But I used to get 3 packs a week.
You sure did.
Well, now, you get a pack every other, roughly at least, every other mastery level.
Okay.
I think it explains how you get mastery levels.
And I can get, you get mastery levels by completing your daily quests, among other things.
Yeah, daily quests and just by playing more, essentially.
And just playing, yeah.
Which, how do you, okay, wait. How do you earn XP? Through daily quests, as well as your first 3 wins each day. So,
Okay.
if you already do all the daily stuff,
Yeah.
then you'll get some amount of this done. But for every other pass, or every other mastery level, you'll get a pack. Just here's a pack.
Sure.
So, presumably, if you played enough to get your 3 packs a week, you can still do that. I don't know the details.
Yeah, I suspect they probably worked out the math, and it still gives you, if you just do it every week, and you just get, if you were to get your 3 every week, you would get to the end of this by the end of the season of the set, if that makes sense.
Right.
That'd be
And
my
this
guess.
goes
I haven't done
until-
the math on that.
This goes until the next set comes out. So when the next set drops, this one's gone. So it's the entire time that it's available. Oh, I hit my elbow again. Why do I keep doing that?
Stop hitting your elbow. That's painful.
Let me put my elbow on the desk. There we go. So it goes from the time it releases until the downtime for the next set released. So you've got like 3 months. Ish, right? 3 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About, yeah.
Now, if you don't want to give them the money for the 3,400 gems or don't want to save up, because I think saving up 3,400 gems without spending money would take a long time if I understand how the gems work.
It would. It's extremely difficult to get gems without playing in events that cost to enter, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Now, I'm not saying it's not possible. Sure, somebody can do it. Not me, though. I'll say that.
If it's like any other game, it's possible, but after a certain point, you can rationalize saving time by spending money.
Yeah.
That's the entire business model of these things.
Yeah, well, this one, not exactly. Because this one you still have... In fact, if you get the Mastery Pass, you have to play longer to get all the stuff, because the normal Mastery ends at level 72, but if you bought the Mastery Pass, it goes up to level 100. So you have to play more if you spend the money. But if you're spending the money, you're probably the type of person that plays more anyway.
Yeah, you're probably...
But, so if you are a free-to-play player, you're not... The only thing you're missing out on is a cosmetic thing on the battlefield. Everything else is just stuff you can already get in-game. You might be missing some of the card-style things, because it says that each of your Mastery Orbs can be redeemed for card styles. But that's still just cosmetic.
Yeah.
So you're not missing anything core to playing Magic if you don't get the... It's a battle pass, all right? This has been the thing in video games for a while now. It's a battle pass.
I was told that
confused
this
with a
was a thing
season
in video
pass.
games, but I
That's
had never heard of
different.
it until we had this conversation. So
Yeah, really the only thing you're missing out on is that 6 color of magic. which you will never get. Sorry.
Correct. Whether you think
Right.
you will or not,
You won't.
you
More
won't.
on that later.
So, for anyone who feels like they're being forced to spend money, you're not. You're literally just missing out on just extra rewards for stuff you can already get. And cosmetics. Everything
This
else.
is not the first time that Wizards of the Coast has put out a thing for collectors.
It certainly
Yeah.
won't be the last either.
Now, this is also not for the casual player. I'm going to say that again. If you don't play very often, if you I only play on weekends, maybe don't buy this because you will
Probably
not
not
get
for
your
you.
money's worth unless you don't care about getting the money's worth, in which case, go for it. It's cool.
Yeah.
But because this lasts for 3 months, you can play moderately hard and get a good amount of the way through the mastery system without, missing out on too much, I guess. Again, I don't know the specifics because I don't actually play Magic Arena, so...
Yeah.
Hey, the other thing I'll say is that if you do play Magic Arena and you're about to win, you don't need to say good game. Particularly if your opponent is Cluze and he's done nothing but draw lands for 6 turns and has nothing on the battlefield and hasn't for 6 turns because all he draws is lands. You don't need to say good game because it wasn't.
I really love listening to people that don't play digital card games go through these things that I've been doing for years. That doesn't even bother me anymore playing Hearthstone. But
Yeah,
because
I'll
Cluze
just
didn't play
say-
Hearthstone, Cluze hasn't built up his immunity to that sort of crap.
I have not. I will say that it's a damn good thing that the microphone is not active during MTG Arena because I would have been banned for swearing long ago.
Now, I want you to imagine life in Magic Online where there was actually a chat box and people could really talk to you.
Oh, thank God there is not.
And up until very recently, there was literally no way to not see that.
Yeah, it was there. It was wonderful. I promise.
Yeah. Maybe I should just auto-mute my opponent immediately at the
I
beginning of
mean,
every
that's an
game.
option in the options, right?
Yeah, can I always auto-mute? I know you can click on him and mute him, but I don't know if I can...
I swear I
if
think that's
can
an option in the options. You should go
change a
look.
setting to always mute them, because if it is, I'm just going to turn that on and just be done with it so I don't have to swear as much. I will still swear. It will
True.
usually be at a play, and I can usually tell that this is the one that I'm going to have to do that with, because their avatar is either Jace or Teferi, and their opening play is a tapped dual blue-white land, and I know I'm just in for just a wonderful ride is what I'm in for.
Yeah.
Yes, chat is confirming you can't just disable emotes in the options.
Okay, great. I'm
should
gonna
do that.
once this show is over. No, I'm probably not gonna do it till tomorrow because probably won't play tonight. But I'm definitely
future.
disabling emotes. Yeah.
Fair enough then. Cool.
All right, but that's not all. It's not just
All right,
the
I'm
battle
sorry.
pass. There's more.
Yeah. There is more. There is more. Where were we? Let's see. We covered it. Oh yeah. Hey. Do you guys remember London?
The place?
Yeah.
I've never been there, but I've heard of it.
Okay,
I've heard
great.
a tale that exists.
Do you remember the London Mulligan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's coming.
Oh, good, because everyone else has it.
Yeah, so that's going to happen with the release of Core Set 2020. So wait a minute, that's tomorrow. Look at that.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's awesome. So yeah, we're going to have the London Mulligan starting tomorrow, which is probably good. So I can still maul myself to oblivion. That will be awesome. Rotation is also a few months away, so get ready to say goodbye to Ixalan, Rivals of Ixalan, Dominaria, and Core Set 2019, which means the deck that I'm currently playing will probably suck. So I guess I'll be playing, what did they call it? Is it historic?
Yes.
Yeah, they got a new name for it. It's historic. So I got to find the historic queue. I'll be playing in that. Because I'll be playing in that.
Hey, Cluze.
Yeah.
What's historic? We haven't actually mentioned that yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Historic is going to be everything from Ixalan block forward on MTG Arena. So think of it like modern, but for Arena and not modern. Let's call it something else.
Ooh, how about historic?
Let's call it historic. I was going to say extended, but we've done that joke too many times. So
yeah, if you're a Hearthstone player, this would be like if they implemented Wild on the first year. But they're not.
Yeah.
They didn't wait for a long time and have like Standard Plus. No, they've just go ahead. They've got Arena now.
Yeah, they're not bringing back Amonkhet or Kaladesh yet. They may. No promises. My guess is they will at some point.
I hope not, though. I think
to be 100,
they need to wait until the
100%
format
honest.
has more sets in it.
Yeah, to be 100% honest, here's what I think is going to happen long term. Not right now, not even like this year, not even like next year, but what's going to happen is that eventually we're going to get actual Modern on Arena, and then they're just going to go to the big machine that runs MTGO and just pull the like giant switch to turn it off.
I don't see that.
I do. Not anytime soon, but I think there will come a time.
I don't think they're going to get Modern on there, but I do think that when they eventually reach the point of taking down Magic Online, it's actually going to involve crawling into a big Jeffries tube looking thing and slowly removing the discs one at a time for every single block as it sings to you about how it will shuffle daisies.
Yeah.
That's how you actually bring it down. The very last thing that you pull out will in fact be the GG one. Just
how
for you,
many sci-fi references did you just work in there?
Several.
Quite a few.
When you start with a Jeffries tube and you end with anything else, you know you're all in.
My only real concern about adding this new format is we're now going to have ranked standard, ranked draft, regular standard. I think regular draft, ? I don't know. I don't draft. Then we're going to have historic, and we'll have best of 1 and best of 3 in historic. I'm worried that we're starting to fragment a little bit too much, and I just hope that there's enough of a player base to sustain that. Because the game
if
really
they do, they'll just
works.
start dropping them like MTGO does. It's not like they won't be like, that doesn't work.
The game really only works if you don't have to wait a long time when you want to play a game.
So also under these big questions and answers section, the very last one, renewal, kind of confuses me a bit. So adding some special events and rewards for players to help renew, in quotes, their collection for the new standard environment, as well as to show our appreciation to all your support. So the only time I've ever seen renew in quotes was Logan's Run, and I don't think they're doing that.
We're all going on Carousel.
Oh, well, then it's exactly that. But what does that actually mean?
Good news. Well, Squee, you left out the last sentence there, the most important one. We expect to have more information on this system sometime in August. In other words, we're making an announcement that we're going to make an announcement, which is
but have they ever used the term renew or renewal before? Or is that actually just new?
Well,
not to my knowledge.
They put it in quotes because it's not a new term there. So when it says help renew their collection, the thing that you get people bitching about in digital card games, because they don't own the cards, like when standard rotation comes in paper, you can sell your crap and get some of your money back, so you can buy new crap, right?
Right.
But in digital, you can't sell your crap. There's no crap seller, there's crap buyer that buys your crap.
There is no crap merchant, yes.
Yeah, so that you can take the money you get from the crap merchant and give it back to the game to get new standard cards. So they're going to be coming up with some sort of thing that will probably, if you play these events or whatever they are, just give you more stuff from new standard, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Like the rewards will be lots of new cards or new packs or something.
So
that there actually will be a standard to play?
Well, so that people will have a chance to collect some cards to actually build some standard decks.
Gotcha.
Now, there's an important note a little further down in the article. I can't see where you're at, Chewie, and you can't see what I'm pointing at. But if you scroll down to the section below that is the July 2nd updates, and there's this bit about new player decks. This is kind of an important one, particularly for just casual players of MTG Arena. So when you ran through the original mastery tree, it unlocked a bunch of intro decks for you that were different color combinations that you could use. The issue is a bunch of those cards are going to rotate when rotation happens, but The tutorial tree for new players will give new decks that are actually standard legal. And here's the important bit, for existing players, we currently intend to grant all players these updated decks by the time rotation happens, so everyone will have access to decks that are standard legal. There's some tech we need to implement first to make this happen, but we're working on it. So fingers crossed they'll have that in place. So even if you just play a couple of times a week, come rotation, you will still have the same power level of crappy intro decks to still play and lose with. That's totally cool, which is fine because I'm there with you. So, yeah. That I thought was kind of important.
I don't know about important, but it is good to know.
Well, I'm sure it was on people's minds, and I know that because people have asked me.
Well, there you go then.
So, and hey, if you're a listener and you've ever played MTG Arena against someone named Cluze, good news, that was me. And you probably beat me. So, good game.
Did you GG him?
They probably did. Till I mute them.
Just please stop GGing Cluze.
Please
it doesn't
just
matter
stop
now.
GGing me.
It doesn't matter now. It's going to go away. He's going to turn it off.
I'm going to turn it off.
So when you beat Cluze now, GG him and no, he can't even tell he got
just
GG'd.
go right ahead. I won't notice at all. GG to your heart's content.
Oh, by the way,
Yes.
this is a thing that actually has come up recently in some conversation I was having. They're not doing any more collection wipes. Okay? They did the one when they went from the closed beta to the open beta.
Yeah.
And now they're done. So all of your cards are still your cards and will remain your cards. It says, barring what could only be described as a catastrophe on multiple levels, cards in your collections will stay there. So it's not like when the open beta is over, they're going to wipe everyone's collection and make you start from scratch. That ain't it.
Yeah. Can that be a show title?
Because at this point, that would be a major mistake. Yeah.
Neat.
So, Catastrophe on Multiple Levels, that's the name of the show.
It seems like
I was
it could
thinking
be.
it was going to be Don't GG Clues, but, whichever.
Yeah, that works too.
We'll just shorten it to GG Clues. He loves that.
So are we done with, oh wait, yeah, here's the Master Pass stuff.
Have I mentioned that I hate you guys?
Not for the last month.
Oh, I hate you guys.
Oh, good. Okay, cool.
All right. Situation normal.
Okay, let's see here.
Homeostasis confirmed.
Complete a daily quest in your first 3 daily wins, you'll get XP. All players can earn up to 36 boosters from the new set. Yeah. Can I complete older set masteries? No. So once a new set comes out, whatever, we don't know what it's called. Once Archery comes out, Core Set 2020 will be gone, and you can't go back and get that stuff. So,
Yeah. You can still buy packs of it with monies, well, gems, but it will have an extra message warning you, hey, did you really mean... No, that's the rotated stuff that'll have the extra message. But you can't earn the special rewards from it anymore.
Correct.
Consider it like seasons. This is 2020 season, starting tomorrow.
Exactly. Let's see here. So you get we talked about all the stuff you get. Okay, well, we didn't talk about all the stuff you get. So remember, I said if you get the if you don't get the Master Pass, you get 36 M20 packs and the 5 orbs.
Only by playing. You don't just get them automatically.
If you complete up to level 72, you'll get those.
Yeah.
If you buy the Battle Pass, the Mastery Pass, and complete it up to level 100, you'll get those things and the Elemental Cat and 20 boosters, 5 each of the sets he said, and 2,000 gems and 5,000 gold and 20 card styles and 25 orbs that you can redeem for card styles and 10 mythic rare individual card rewards and 5 Planeswalker cards from the 2020 Planeswalker decks and uncommon and rare Elemental Cat visual upgrades, God help us all, and the exquisite Chandra card sleeve.
You know, that might actually seal it for me. I might have to do this.
Oh, and you get the Chandra Flames Fury avatar and the card sleeve. Okay.
Well, all right then. I think that's probably enough arena nonsense. We can move on to other things.
Almost certainly.
Hurrah.
All right, what's next?
So let's go make fun of Channel Fireball. You want to?
Sure.
That sounds like something we'd do.
All right.
They
So,
don't give us preview cards anyway.
well, I mean,
It's true, they don't.
yeah.
It's never happened.
Okay,
Not
so
once.
At Jesus, at the GP this weekend, and where was it? Dallas Fort Worth. Was that this weekend?
Think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dallas Fort Worth. Okay. They had this screen up here with Maria talking about some stuff, and this card back was here, and you might notice this card back has a 6th colored mana gem on it.
Yeah. Got Pauper.
And people freaked out.
Yeah.
Because, well, there's a 6th colored gem on the back of this magic card, which would make people freak out.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah. And we were talking about this, actually, the three of us in our G chat that we have.
Yeah.
And, of course, the greater public was like, is this some sort of leak? Are they planning on bringing in a 6th color? Blah, 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 blah. And my theory was that somebody was Googling some stuff, didn't look carefully, and there it was. And it turns out, I'm proud of me, I was right. This isn't it. Maria tweeted, can confirm, Google search gone wrong. Not a leak, not a accidental revealing something new. If you search for magic card back, look, it's right there on the 2nd row.
Yeah.
Easy enough to go, oh god, which one do I need? This one looks
Has
nice
high
and crisp, use
resolution.
that one.
Yep.
Sure would be a shame if we had those assets on hand all the time.
I mean, it's Channel Fireball.
Yeah.
I'm
I guess if they went to
convinced-
their own website to find it, they couldn't, so.
Yeah, I'm convinced that Channel Fireball only vaguely knows what they're doing at any given point, other than sell magic cards. Having never bought magic cards from them, I don't know if they do that well. I'll just assume they do.
I mean, if they all get that custom card back. Wow. But yeah, suffice it to say, not only is there not going to be a 6th color of Magic, even if the crazy world where they for some reason decided to do that, they wouldn't change the card back.
Yeah, they can't change the card back.
They wouldn't.
If they were going to change the card back, they would have done it a long time ago.
And it was back in the day, there was an April Fool's article about purple mana, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't that a thing that happened, or is it just legend that happened?
There was one in Inquest years and years and years ago about purple.
Yeah.
And they built up an entire like flavor thing around it. It was actually fairly interesting. The purple land was going to be portals. And this was years before Portal the game, so it's not even because the blue and red portal.
Yeah.
Half-Life.
But no, this is from DeviantArt. You can see the URL here on the Google search. Somebody made it up on DeviantArt. Hey, wouldn't this be funny? And there you go.
Yeah. But just to reiterate, no matter what anyone ever shows you in the future, they're never changing the back of Magic cards. If that was a thing they were willing to do, it wouldn't have more than 20-year-old branding on it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It would
may
not
have
surprise
cards-
me if at some point in the future, when they've decided that they don't care about paper anymore, they offer... Okay, here's my prediction. If they ever do change the card back, it means that they don't care about paper Magic nearly as much as they do at this point. And you could have the whole... Well, I mean, sleeves are pretty much ubiquitous now. Maybe in, like, competitive play, a lot of people
There's a
don't use
reason they
sleeves.
put the checklist cards every time they're double face cards.
Yeah, I was going to say, we may get Magic cards without backs, but we won't have Magic cards with a different back.
I looked it up. It's issue 22 of Inquest Gaming. Yeah. Oh, the Fenori. That's what the race was called. Like, the blue has Merfolk and red has Goblins. The purple was going to be the Fenori. Finori. I think that's right.
That
Does
sounds
that just-
delicious.
That just pulled itself out of my brain. I don't know if that's right.
I'm
They're
willing
not
to
like-
believe you.
Famori, but Finori?
Yeah, Finori.
Huh. Delicious.
If anyone can find a scan of that, let me know if I'm right. But
neat.
Anyway.
But yeah, so we're making fun of that, and that's not the only time we're going to make fun of Channel Fireball.
Yeah, because like
Spoiler alert.
they were like, oh god, we need a picture for card back. Google, save, slap in the slide, done.
Yep.
So let's go to the Dallas-Fort Worth coverage.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So now, if you'll look here at the Dallas-Fort Worth coverage, we've got a top 8. We know that Adam Bursavich won.
Oh, are they giving you trophies and kids now?
Yeah, you get a trophy and a kid if you win a Magic Fest GP.
Oh, man.
I hope you're ready for that. But he was playing a blue-white control deck. It was modern.
Oh.
How many people were in this event?
1256.
1256. Okay, now this is the first modern GP since Modern Horizons came out. So, hey, you want to look at some deck lists?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I would love
Sucks to be you.
I'm sure there's a link around here.
There is.
Hold on, let me scroll.
Okay, look. So we've got.
Let's scroll back up.
Wait, okay. We've got. He was playing. Austin Bursavich was playing Blue Eye Control. He beat Hogak in. Hogak! Oh, that's better. He beat Hogak in the finals. And here's the top 8. That's what we've got here. Like, oh, look, deck list. Nope, these are the undefeated lists from day 1. Thanks, Channel Fireball.
So your pro tip is that if you are going to rely on something that isn't your website to list your deck list, you might want to use your own hashtag so that it appears in the feed you put on your website.
Well, this says it's curated tweets. I think someone adds these, and I think that person was off today and Sunday.
I think the person who adds these is looking over the hashtag and then adding them. They didn't use...
Like, this is just beyond sad. It's not even here. Now, it was pointed out in the chat, yes, it is in a tweet. But the point is, we had to go digging the internet to find what people were playing in the first modern GP since the release of the biggest change to modern ever. What the words I can't say on Monday Night Magic? Why, Cluze?
Because there's no swearing on Monday Night Magic.
What the Ferengi happened?
It's not here on the coverage page. Jesus Christ, they're bad at this.
You see, it's funny because I heard him saying it at that volume when he originally typed it.
I don't play modern, but if I did, this would piss me off worse.
Well, we don't want that metagame to get solved, so we're just not really going to tell you what anybody played.
Yeah. Now, if you want to see the top 8 deck lists, you have to go to the Channel Fireball Twitter account, scroll for a freaking 15 minutes, and you'll find this. Top 8 deck lists for Dallas-Fort Worth in this thread. And we get pictures! We get pictures! And some of these aren't even finished!
Yeah.
Like, at least one of these has 56 cards.
Sam Cooke's only has 56 cards in it. And a sideboard that consists of some of the cards.
Like, it's just pitiful. The Channel Fireball is this like, whatever.
You know, if Channel Fireball ever opened a store selling Magic cards, they could make, I don't know, some sort of let's call it a website where they could keep the deck lists with links to the cards in those deck lists so that people could buy them. They should consider that.
You mean like that thing that every other site does?
Hey, yeah, now that you mention it, I guess I have seen that before.
Do you remember years and years ago when the Mana Pool was sponsored by an online store?
Yes.
Scott rewrote that plugin that WordPress uses to have cards pop up, when you mouse over them, so that I could add links to that online store.
Yeah.
Me and Scott, a two-man job, and these morons can't bother this on their own website! This is ineptitude of just the highest proportion. At a time, the first big event of this brand new format. And they're like, nah, it's fine. I hit my elbow again, but I'm so pissed I didn't even feel it. I just heard it.
Chewie?
Yeah.
Chewie, this is your audio tech from the booth. You're kind of blowing out your mic there.
Don't care.
Real loud.
So mad.
And it turns out that several of our listeners are now deaf.
The audience.
Well, they can watch the video version. It'll be fine.
Admittedly, if you're not watching the video right now, you're missing out on a lot of the experience.
You really are. If you're listening to this on audio later, go back and find the YouTube video.
Okay, now my elbow hurts.
You see, you've driven me to use the chat emotes to have Chewie with fire on both sides.
I appreciate that.
Flames coming out of his head.
Side of my face.
Yes. There we go.
Okay, let's go look at these deck lists if we can figure it out. So Austin Bursevich won. He's playing blue-white control. We get pictures of his deck because this is freaking brilliant.
Yeah.
What's going on? Okay, Force of Negation we've got. Snapcaster, Vindiclick, Cryptic Command, alright. All of the basics are snow-covered. Jace the Mind Sculptor, Narset, Opt, Mana Leak, Supreme Verdict, Surgical Extraction. Okay, 2 Teferi Time Ravelers, 1 Hero of Dominaria, Timely Reinforcements, Detention Sphere, Logic Knot, Oust, Wrath of God. Why does he have snow-covered lands? Just because? Oh wait, is there something in the board?
Considering I can't read what a bunch of these new cards do without auto card, I don't know.
I mean, the only new card I see is Force of Negation, right? Everything else looks like it's already a card, and maybe some lands. I don't remember what the lands were in this set. Field of Ruin, is that new?
Mm-hmm.
I think Field of Ruin was new.
It sure would be nice if we could mouse over it and see. Ah!
Yeah,
so this is showing you just how little I know about cards that I haven't played with. I rely heavily on the mouse over showing me the set name for these things.
Yeah, because I don't know card names anymore. I just don't. Oh, Field is Ixalan. Okay, thank you, chat. I can't read what it does, so I can't tell because the picture's crappy. But there you go. He's playing blue-white control with blue and white cards. Who is in second? So we can try to track down his deck. Oh, it was this guy, Paul Coulier.
Oh, Coulier?
Oh, no, wait. Coulier? Coulier? Whatever. He's playing Hogak. Sorry.
No, that's how it's pronounced.
Well, let's see. We got... Okay, so this is... What? I haven't actually seen one of these decks yet. So we've got... Well, there's one Gravecaller, and there's 3 down there. Oh my god, the people putting this together aren't even terribly intelligent.
Look, it's got Delve and Convoke in it. What are we going to do?
Okay, so we've got Gravecrawlers, Bloodgas, Carrion Feeder, ooh, Hogak, Insolent Neonate, alright. What is that? Stitcher's Supplier. Okay, that makes sense. Vengevine, Lightning Axe, Altar of Dementia, oh dear god. Bridge from Below, and Faithless Looting. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, the game plan's pretty straightforward. How do you like that? Not all their sideboard.
Oh yeah, and he's missing 1, 2, 3, 4,
3.
5, 6, 7, 8,
He's
9,
missing
10, 11, 12. He's missing 3 sideboard cards.
Like, they even left the gap
there's a
for where
hole
those
for him,
cards were
yeah.
supposed to be.
So
they couldn't find that image to download on Google.
I guess. It'd be a shame if they had these assets on their own website.
They're actually just face down cards, and they're hiding them because they're...
But yeah, this is the deck that, as chat just put it, is currently wrecking Modern. This is, like, people are already calling to ban Hogak, and I haven't seen the deck in action, but I can sort of understand.
Like, you've got a card that you pay for differently. therefore Magic gets broken. It's the history of Magic.
Yeah, that is pretty much it. And Bridge from Below doesn't like makes that worse or better or whatever.
Bridge from Below is definitely one of those cards that they thought was going to be kind of cool in Future Sight that then got way, way out of control in the decks that can use it at all.
Yeah. So that's this deck.
Yeah.
Give me one of the third or fourth place people. It doesn't matter which.
Anthony Petropoulos.
Anthony Petropoulos is on blue-white control. It looks very similar to the deck we just went over, the winning deck. So
yes,
moving on.
Distasteful. It looks distasteful. You're right.
Yeah, that's what I said. Next.
However, it is running 60 cards, and I appreciate that.
Hey, look at that.
All right, up next, we've got Sam Cooke.
Sam Cooke is on, what is this? Tron. Eldrazi Tron, in fact.
Yeah, if he's running that 56 Tron.
Oh, he is, isn't he? Man, no wonder Tron wins all the time. If it can. Oh, it doesn't have a full sideboard either.
Yeah, it's like a 56-10 deck. It's special. When you've got Karn there, you can cheat all the way.
Is there anything different going on here? I don't see anything different, but again, I don't know card names. What's Scavenger Grounds? I don't know that card name. That's a hint for one of you to look it up.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a hint for the chat. I'm sorry.
Outsource.
That's the desert that exiles graveyards. Okay, thank you, chat. You're faster than my co-host.
See? Yeah,
True.
they're way better
it
than
makes
us.
a lot of noise when I type, so normally I right-click, highlight, search, but I can't do that in this picture.
All right, so give me one of the people from fifth. Well, that'll just be the rest of them, won't it?
The rest, yeah.
Yeah, and the rest.
All right, so Justin Porchess is running Thopter Sword. Really?
Sword of the Meek,
Okay, we've
Thopter
got-
Foundry.
Yeah. So we've got
Yep.
Psy Master Thopters, Whir of Invention. All right, these make sense. Goblin Engineer. Oh, Urza High Lord Artificer. Okay, there's a full set of those. There's another Psy here. Jesus. Arkham's Astrolabe. Oh. Ensnaring Bridge, Grafdigger's Cage, Icor Wellspring, Mishra's Bauble, Mox Opal, Nile Spellbomb and some Pyrite Spellbomb, some Mind Stones, Spine of Ish Saw, Pithing Needle, and then the Sword Thopter. Okay. This all makes sense to me.
I like how this image is smaller than the other one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can't tell.
I'm having a much harder time reading this one when I zoom in than I did on the other ones. Weird.
All right. So, wait, what's in his board? We've got some Ceremonious Rejection, Damping Sphere, Dead of Winter. I think that's all the new stuff. Magmatic Sinkhole, is that new? I don't know names.
Sounds new.
I mean, it's got Delve. Yeah, I think that's one of the new ones. Okay. One of those in the board. All right. Next up.
That's new.
Daniel Wong is on Taking Turns, because Daniel Wong is a horrible person. We've got Opt, Snappy, Dictative Crufix, yup. Giga Drowse, yup. Howling Mind, Serum Visions, Snapback, Temporal Mastery, Time Warp, Exhaustion. Ooh. Commandeer, that's funny. Cryptic Command, Jace the Mind Sculptor, Lightning Bolts, and Park the Water Veil.
Hey, with this deck and a small amount of lighter fluid and a match, you can have a real good time.
You know what? I believe it.
Maybe
Having
that's
a
what
real
happened to
good
the other
time.
3 cards in the sideboard.
He's got what?
Maybe that's where the other 3 cards in the sideboard went.
Oh my god. Channel Fireball, really? Why bother doing this if you're not even going to do it right? Like, if this was a one-man show or like a small rinky-dink thing, we'd cut them slack. It's not. It's Channel freaking Fireball. Get on it, man.
It's the people in charge of all of the GPs.
Yeah, like, if they can't even give us deck lists properly, where's the confidence that they can, I don't know, organize giant tournaments that don't have crap going wrong?
Well, in their defense, have we heard many reports of lots of crap going wrong at the tournaments themselves?
I mean, I also don't pay attention, so I don't know.
Yeah, but we would have heard. I mean, look, somebody stubs their toe at a Magic event, and there's a big Twitter blow up about it. So
It's just sad. It's just sad. I am mad, but I'm also disappointed.
yeah, I was gonna say it's not that I'm mad. I'm disappointed.
I am totally mad.
Channel Fireball, this is not how your mother and I raised you.
It's really not.
Also, I had nothing to do with the founding of Channel Fireball, so I don't know.
Maybe that's why they ended up this way, Cluze.
It's right. You're right. You're right. I was not involved enough in Channel Fireball's early formative years to
You weren't there.
take any responsibility whatsoever.
So moving on, Christopher Homan is running Humans. So there's a thing.
Checks out. Yeah.
Let's see.
Humans actually sounds like a fun deck.
Champion of the Parish, Mantis Rider, Meddling Mage, Hierarch, Phantasmal Image, Reflector Mage, Thalia's Lieutenant, Thalia, Ether Vial, Kitesail Freebooter. Yep, okay. That's the deck we know and love, let's say.
Yep.
Oh, and there's Plague Engineer down here in the board, which is hilarious. And Collector Oof. Oof.
Oof.
Which is the sound you make when you hit your elbow one too many times.
True.
Tom Ross,
Once.
boss, is on...
Okay.
Oh, this is Hogak again.
You should really get a cough drop or something.
I just ran out of dew.
bad.
I've still got some Arnold Palmer left.
Yeah, my glass is all empty too.
This deck looks extremely
I
similar
think it's
to
the same.
the other one.
Lightning Axe.
Yeah, never thought I'd see that coming back. Why is there a Lightning Axe over here with the land? God almighty.
I don't know.
There's
That's
a
why it
Lightning
stood
Axe with
out
the
to me.
lands, but then we've got a Dark Blast with the lands. Why didn't they put... It's like they don't care, and they're not
I think
trying.
they were trying their best to round it out so that the stacks of 4 were all together. But that was a weird way to do it.
I guess. Whatever. So there you go. That's the top 8. Can we... you know what? I don't even care anymore. Let's go talk about the Star City event.
I gotta say, let's just move on.
Because this is awful. It's upsetting how little they clearly care. And, they could have updated any of this in the intervening time, but they haven't, because I guess they've been busy putting out all the fires about purple.
Look, somebody had to name event 22, okay?
Oh, hey, I just figured it out. The person who was supposed to update the deck lists and put a link on the website is also the person who made that slideshow with purple, and they got fired.
They probably spent a lot of their energy correcting that. Like a whole tweet's worth.
Like a whole tweet's worth. So, let's go to the Star City event, which was in Pittsburgh. I've been there. Way too many times.
Yeah.
The Open was Team Modern. Not Unified, just Team Modern. So how many people were in that?
249 teams turns into 747 players.
That's like an airplane's worth of players.
That's math.
All right, so let's open.
Hey, let's go to Twitter and find these deck lists.
No, because Star City knows what they're doing. So look, they're right here. It's amazing. So we're going to run through these relatively quickly because it's a team event, which means it's less important, but also it's the first time we've seen Modern really since the Modern Horizons release, so you know.
Yeah.
All right, so the first team, we've got Jonathan Hobbs on Humans, where I don't see terribly much new going on here.
Yeah.
Yep. We've got Jeremy Bertarioni, let's say, playing Mardu Death Shadow.
With new stuff.
Dreadhorde Arcanist, Giver of Runes, the Ranger Captain of Eos. What is this deck? Oh, Death Shatter. I'm like, Street Wraith? Why are they playing? Because it's a Death Shatter deck. Mistress Bauble, Spellbomb, Fatal Push, Path, Extraction, Looting, Inquisition, Thoughtseize, Unearth. All right, this all looks good. Some Plague Engineer in the board.
Yeah.
And some shenanigans. Gotta have the shenanigans.
It's important.
Wow, Yixla Jailer. Remember that card? Wow.
You got some silent clearings up in here.
Oh, and silent clearing. Yeah, look at that.
Use those new cards.
Cards in graveyards lose all abilities on a 2/1. Interesting.
That sounds relevant to the format.
It does, yeah. All right. The other first place was Dominic Harvey on Bridgevine. So he's running Hogak. I got to get that fixed.
Someone who doesn't want to run into the teammate deck.
Still the same deck, though. So moving on.
Yeah.
Second place, we've got James Mangs, playing Is It Phoenix with the Arclight Phoenix and the thing in the ice. Oh, there's the Aria of Flame. I was wondering if that would show up in these decks. And Magmatic Sinkhole. Oh, Finale Promise, of course. Yeah, okay, that all looks good.
Also rocking those dual lands.
The fire, yeah, there it is. Fiery Islet.
Yeah.
Just one, though. Don't let's be silly. Anything in the board?
Force of Negation.
Oh, I missed. Yeah, there it is. Got the Force of Negation in the board, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Second place, Alex Bestecki is running Is It Phoenix? Pretty much the same deck, it looks like.
Yeah, I think so.
I knew I missed one. Oh, that was the second place. Okay, so that's the other second place guy, yeah.
This is one of those examples of how this is not unified, because
Totally not.
they're both running the same deck.
And then Brian Koval was running Grixis Urza. So this is Urza High Lord Artificer with Goblin Engineer, and Scrap Trawler to do nonsense. So we've got Ensnaring Bridge, Grafdigger's Cage, the Wellspring, Mindstone, Mistress Bauble, Spellbomb, Pithing Needle, Pyrite Spellbomb, there it is, Thopter Foundry, Tormod Script, see now that's funny, Whir of Invention, Mox Opal, there's the Astrolabe, and Serum Visions.
Yeah.
All of this makes sense. And Prismatic Vista. Interesting.
Rocking that Dead of Winter.
Yeah, Dead of Winter in the board. Seems good when all of your stuff is, all of your basic lands are snow.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Third place, Mark Kelly is on Is It Phoenix?
Mm-hmm.
Still looks close enough to the same idea.
Yeah.
Joseph Horton is on Is It Phoenix as well? What?
It's like it's still the best.
Right? And then Josh Satterfield and the final person on the third place team is running Humans. Got anything new going on here?
In the board.
In the board. Collector Oof, Plague Engineer, Force of Negation. All right, what you'd expect.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And then some more of the new lands, too. They're definitely making their way around.
Oh, yeah, the Waterlogged Grove. Yeah, okay. Whoop. Fourth place was the last one we're going to just look at deck lists for. We've got Bant Infect. Oh, dear God. With the Giver of Runes. Oh.
4 Giver of Runes and an Infect deck.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
What else? Is that it? Oh, scale up. I knew there was something we were missing.
Yeah, there's a scale up.
Yeah, we got 3 scale ups, which is the sorcery speed, something becomes a 6/4.
Then there's a Force of Vigor in the board.
There's a Force of Vigor. What is that? Oh, the pitch, destroy 2 artifacts or enchantments. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Andrew Shrout is playing Burn. Is playing Burn.
Oh, I'm sorry, burr.
There we go.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Okay, we've
My
got
bad.
Firebrand, Goblin Guide, Swift Spear, Eidolon, Lightning Bolt, Searing Blaze, Shard Volley, Lava Spike, Light Up the Stage. This is the same deck with Fiery Islets. Oh my god, Fiery Islet is really good in a burn deck.
It does seem really good.
Canyons too.
Oh yeah, and I keep forgetting. Okay, and the Sunbaked Canyon. Wow. That's really good in a burn deck who's...
When you run out of gas, burn everything.
Yeah, their curve tops out at 2. Technically 3, but it's really 2.
Mm-hmm.
For Searing Blaze and Eidolon. Everything else can be cast for 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. When you don't need them, they're just burn spells waiting to happen.
That's freaking nuts. All right, next. Whoop. Harlan Firer, I gotta learn how to say his name, is playing the Grixis Urza deck with the Thopter Foundry thing going on. Thopter Sword Foundry, Meek Thopter Foundry Sword, Urza. Anyway. Oh, and that's...
Something Astrolabe, something Urza.
And that's it. Okay. So there's your top 4.
Yeah. Your top 4, which amounts to 12 deck.
Yeah, so we're going to stop there for... Well, hang on. Let's scroll a bit. What is this? Devoted Devastation by Brian Rogers in 8th. What is this?
Sounds like a special episode of an 80s cartoon.
Okay, so it's Finale of Devastation. Oh, Devoted Druid.
And Devoted Druid, yeah.
Okay, so it makes lots of mana and then drops a giant Finale of Devastation. Wow. That's that's something.
But what does it go get off of the Foundry of, or the Finale of Devastation?
Anything it wants, and then your creatures get +X in haste if X is 10 or
Oh,
more.
right. Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah,
you
I've never
go
managed to actually have the 12 mana to make that special. I was just go get a thing.
Exactly, yeah. But in this deck, you've got 10 or more easy. Because you've got Devoted Druid and the, what's the thing that stops that? The Vizier of Remedies. So you go, blam, kill.
I'm sorry. Could you do that again?
Yeah, hang on. Hogak! No, I can't. I'm sorry.
My favorite thing is that you're going to probably try to commit to this way longer than you should.
Let's see. Is there anything else? Wow. I'm seeing a lot of Urza, Bridgevine, which is... and Is It Phoenix? There's a Tron. There's an Infect. Mono Red Prisons. Anything new there? Goblin Engineer is there. Karn the Great Creator. Hey, buddy. Wow, Trading Post. Really? Nice. Okay, so add Goblin Engineer to the Mono Red Prison. That seems good. Neobrand. What is Neobrand?
It's the thing that you use to label which Neopet is yours.
Oh, it's the Neoform Brand deck. Okay, yeah. Got it. Because you can drop like a turn 1 Allosaurus Rider or 2 or something, and then go get Grizzlebrand with Neoform. On turn
That's messed
early.
up. Messed up.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
It's also got Nourishing Shoal because, Grizzlebrand. And all right, that's enough of that.
Yeah, don't worry. There'll be more modern.
There will be. In fact, right now,
Ba-da-da. Classic.
there's more modern. So how many
True.
people were in this modern open?
242 for the modern classic.
Classic, I mean. Thank
modern
you.
classic, yeah.
All right, so John Philip Whetstone won playing Burn.
Burn.
Name is more comic book than mine.
I mean, someone else stole your name, so it's fine.
It's true. Some guy on Twitch took my name and used it to play Final Fantasy 1 with 1 black belt.
Let's see. Then we've got Sean Mogulgard on Esper Control. Looks like the deck we've seen already with the Force of Negation thrown in. Yep, okay. Whoop. Third plays Zansayat. I really need to learn how to say his name. Playing, is it Phoenix?
It is.
It totally is. James Farina, one of those. Playing Jund. What do we have
Hex
going on?
Drinkers.
Hex Drinker. And Plague Engineer. And Sexy
Seasoned
Pyromancer.
Oh my.
Seasoned Pyromancer.
Season to taste. I mean, what?
What? And Renin 6. Whoa, look at this deck. Okay, hang on. What do we...
Yeah, this is actually a thing.
So we've got Bloodbraid Elf, okay, Dark Confidant, Hex Drinker, Plague Engineer, yep, the Pyromancer, Tarmogoyf, Liliana of the Veil, Renin 6. Why do we have Renin 6? Because we've got Bloodstained Mire and Nurturing Peatland and Verdant Catacombs and Wooded Foothills. Okay, those all make sense, yeah. Abrupt Decay, Assassin's Trophy, Fatal Push, Lightning Bolt, Inquisition of Kozilek, Thoughtseize, just to finish the rest of it out. Collector Oof and Plague Engineer in the board. All right. Wow.
It's got a choke. Did you see the choke?
I did.
I like the choke.
Yeah, you do. Huh, okay. It's good to see this old-ass deck getting some new life with a bunch of new cards. Seasoned Pyromancer. Wow. Man, he drank his milk and grew up and got hot.
He's dreamy.
I mean, what? Moving on. In 5th place, Jocelyn Lambaria. Whatever. Is playing, also Jund. Looks similar enough.
Scoos.
Doesn't have any level up.
Oh, there's Scavenging Ooze instead of the Hex guy. And there's
I much
no
prefer Scoos.
Plague Engineers in the main. But there are less Planeswalkers with only 2 Lilies and 1 Renin 6.
Oh, no choke.
And no choke in the board, so that's inferior.
That's why I took 5th instead of 4th.
Exactly. Jason, Aiello is playing humans. I'm sorry, Jason. 1, I don't trust people named Jason, and 2, I can't pronounce your last name. I'm sorry. I think I might have said Horak too many times tonight.
Awesome.
There is an Unsettled Mariner
Also a human.
in the deck, which is pretty funny. Slots right in with the Thalia sort of thing.
It's that mutant Ninja Turtle that every deck needs.
It is. So this is the blue-white changeling that says, whenever you or a permanent you control becomes the target of spell or ability an opponent controls, counter that spell or ability unless its controller pays 1. So it's just another tax if you want to hurt my humans. Okay. More engineers and oofs in the board, of course. 7th place, Luke Bishop is on with a deck that looks incredibly similar to the other.
Mm-hmm.
And then Wesley Stifler in 8th is on Burn.
Burn.
With check it out, there's Skullcrack.
Nice.
All right. And that's your top 8 there. Scrolling through past that, more Bridgevine, Eldrazi Tron, more humans, Bridgevine, Devoted Devastation, is it Phoenix Bridgevine? Yeah, it's a bunch of the same thing. So hopefully the meta was just finally getting shifting around. Is it Phoenix? And now we've got Choking Sound here. So Hopefully, the meta will figure out what to do about that and react accordingly.
Yep.
Okay,
I'm just
moving
entertained that all of these decks have got a new land, like a new dual land option, and they're seeing play across it because it turns out everyone likes to trade out lands for cards. It's just a universally liked feature.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I always loved Horizon Canopy.
Yeah.
Like, I used to have a crap load of them because anytime I'd see one somewhere for a couple bucks, I'd be like, oh, add that to the cart. Or if I was scrolling through someone's stuff, oh, I'll just throw that out for a trade. You know, back when I did that sort of thing. Because it's really good. Now there's a whole mess of them.
Yeah.
So finally, we have a Legacy Classic.
Yes. Excellent. Legacy Classic.
How many people
We
were
have
in
121 players for the king of all formats, Legacy.
Clocking in at exactly half the number of modern classic players.
Hush you. We have 121 players for the king of all formats, Legacy. And in first place, we've got Robert Beatty playing Mono Red. Oh, Prison. So close, and yet so far. Hey, we just had Modern Horizons release.
Yeah.
And all of those cards are Legacy legal. So maybe we'll see some of those crop up. So keep your eyes peeled, kids. Get out your bingo cards. Let's see where they are. Any in the Mono Red Prison? No. Nothing in Mono Red Prison that I was able to spot. In second place, Ryan Rep is playing Is It Delver? It's still Delver. It's still horrible, and True Name Nemesis is still a card that should not have been printed. But here we are. Still no new cards.
See, you say Is It Delver, but I'm pretty sure it's Insect Elaboration pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's...
Do these decks usually run Dreadhorde Arcanist?
Fair. I don't know. They're garbage decks. I hate them. I don't
okay,
know.
Yeah, fair enough. Good call.
And yes, Dreadhorde Arcanist is actually a garbage card too. I kind of hate it. Burn it. When you see it, burn it. Burn it.
Take that red card.
Right away with fire immediately. It needs to die. In third place, we have Storm. That's nice. Looks like Ant as far as Storm goes.
Do you have an Ant test, Cluze?
I have an Aunt Tess. Yes, it is Aunt. You're right. It is Aunt Storm. Or as her friends call her, Sue. In fourth place, we have Bomberman, piloted by Adam Vincic. Vincic?
What the hell is Bomberman?
I don't know. It's Bomberman. Look at it. It's got...
Is it one of those decks where you make a misplay and then you have to stare at a bomb for the rest of the game until you lose?
Possibly, but maybe not. Maybe you stare at an elephant, because what's this I see in the sideboard? Look at it there. Generous gift. Our first Modern Horizons card in a Legacy deck in this tournament.
Or most blatantly repurposed unart.
It is definitely unart, but it's pretty good unart is how I would call that.
Oh, I get it. So Ariok Salvagers.
Yep.
Okay, so you return target artifact card with converted mana cost 1 or less from your graveyard to your hand for 1 and a white.
Right.
You have choices.
So what do you get back with it? Like, you can get back a Walking Ballista with that. You can cast the Walking Ballista. Wait, Monastery Mentor says non-creature. Never mind. Okay. So you can get back Lion's Eye Diamond forever and all, and have infinite mana with that, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So then what do you do with it?
Cast
I guess
cards?
You cast an infinitely large Walking Ballista.
Or an infinitely large Walking Ballista. Yeah, there you go.
What was the other thing?
I was just going to cast Karn, like, real fast. But you could have just cast Karn.
Yeah, right. So is that what the deck does?
I guess. I mean, a really big Walking Ballista is still a really big Walking Ballista.
That's true. I mean, you don't have to, like, wait to attack with it or anything. You just machine gun them.
Oh, and your Monastery Mentor should get bigger with every Lion's Eye.
Oh, right, with every Lion's Eye Diamond. I was thinking
Yeah.
of Walking Ballista, and I'm like, that doesn't do it. No, wait. There's monastery, and of course, all of your monks have prowess too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all right. Duh. When I realized that Walking Ballista didn't count for Monster Mentor because prowess, I just sort of shut off the rest of my brain. My bad.
Right, that's fair. I mean, in your defense, you're sick. You got that tickle in your throat that keeps making you cough. So
why do they call it Bomberman?
Because it's a legacy deck and it has to have a stupid name.
Well, I mean, I assumed that, but...
And yeah, okay. See, JD Phoenix pointed out, and so did Tensec. Yeah, they pointed out that usually there's a Pyrite Spell Bomb, and that's what I was missing.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was looking for when I saw what the deck was doing, but I didn't find one.
So yeah, you set up like infinite mana, and then you just Pyrite Spell Bomb them 10 times. But I guess this is just easier and faster and less disruptible, probably.
Yeah,
Maybe?
probably. And they didn't. They were expecting the Pyrite spell bomb, and you're like, nope, big dude.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Hey, in 5th place, Zach Allen. So insert your favorite Babylon 5 joke. Is playing Azorius Stoneblade. And what is this I see? Let's see. First of all, check out the lands. We got Prismatic Vista there.
Ooh.
Secondly, in the spells, we have a Filthy Blue card. I mean, Force of Negation, also known as a Filthy Blue card.
Also known as the 5th of negation, because we've got 4 Force of Will already.
Yeah, well, the 6th of negation is in the sideboard then, I guess.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yep, still a terrible, terrible blue card. There we go. In 6th place.
Ooh, wait, Cluze.
Yeah, yes.
Have you heard
there's
about
Teferi in the
Narset
sideboard. I
wrecking
hate
Legacy?
That too. No. It wouldn't surprise me that it is.
Did you read Narset?
Oh yeah, I have. Yeah, I could see that it would be very upsetting to a lot of people.
But a lot of people playing what?
Filthy Blue decks?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So does
Filthy
that mean
Blue
you
decks.
like Narset because she wrecks Filthy Blue decks?
Could you do me a favor, Chewie? If
Yeah.
you would please draw your attention. Have you got Narset there? Are you mousing over Narset?
Yeah.
Okay. You see where it says Narset, comma, Parter of Veils.
Yeah, I
and
see
there's
that
some
part.
blank space. Do you see the gray 1?
I do, yeah.
What's just to the right of that?
Looks like a couple of teardrops.
Yeah.
Are those
So that'd
Cluze
be-
tears?
There's like
Those are
one
good.
for each eye.
Those are Cluze tiers, so that would be a big no. Narset can go do things that I can't say because there's no swearing on Monday Night Magic. Moving along to 6th place. Chad Harney is playing Is It Delver? It still is. And it's still got these garbage cards like Delver of Secrets and Dreadhorde Arcanist, which you should, again, just go ahead and burn immediately. True Name Nemesis, which you can't burn because it's True Name Nemesis, because it's a card that should not have been printed for any reason ever, and yet here we are. We have to deal with it. But it does have Young Peasy, and I approve of that much. There are 3 cards in this deck that are okay so far. Okay, Chain Lightning's also okay. That's 4.
Yeah.
There are 4. Oh, Lightning Bolt, there are 8. There are 8 cards.
Wait,
that
no
are
love
okay
for Grim
in this deck.
Lavamancer?
There's a mountain there. The mountain is fine. The Grim Lavamancer. Okay, there's like 10 cards in here that are okay.
There's a lot of mountains if you played that Blood Moon.
The Scalding Tarn is fine if you use it to fetch a mountain. That's okay. The Wasteland is fine if you use it to waste, say, a volcanic island or an underground seas or anything else with blue ever. Yeah, okay. So there you go. But hey, what deck is this? This is 6th place. We have some more Garbage of Negation in the side. I mean, Force of Negation in the sideboard. We also have Magmatic Sinkhole in the sideboard. That's another Modern Horizons card there. So that Magmatic Sinkhole that you couldn't read earlier because it was too small in a tweet, now you can see it.
It's true.
Yeah. It's pretty
So,
good.
It is. It is pretty good. Pyroblast, also a nice card. Just wanted to draw attention to Pyroblast.
Very true.
It's right there. In 7th place, we have Miracles. Somehow, this deck still lives on. It is a miracle that this deck still lives on, but there it is. Being piloted by Vincent Daniel. And let's see now. We got some garbage cards like Jace the Mind Sculptor. Hey, that Narset is there. That should screw with the blue decks. That's nice. Teferi. I hate that guy. God, I hate that guy. But we do have Prismatic Vista in the land slots.
True.
So there's 2 of those there. But I think that's it for new cards
I think that was the only one I saw.
from the the Modern Horizons. And rounding out our top 8,
I do want to point out in 7th, there's an Ashiok Dream render in the sideboard.
There is, yes.
Which made me go.
Which that one's pretty funny too, because yeah, you don't get to search, but you also don't get to search. So nobody gets to search. Enjoy. And at least you could cast it with just black mana if you wanted to, and you probably should. Stop playing blue.
Why don't you get to search?
Nobody does. Spells and abilities, it's just your opponents. You're right. You get to search, but your opponents don't.
I'm like, am I missing an interaction?
No. It's just I normally don't search. So
normally it's the other person who cast Ashiok.
Yeah,
I understand.
It's normally that other bastard who's playing these things. In 8th place, rounding out our top 8, Ben Hunt is playing Rakdos Reanimator. I like Ashen Rider. That's pretty cool. He's got a nice kitty there. Tidespout Tyrant, that's awful. Hey, 4 copies of
Burn.
Thank you very much. But I believe we have some sideboard shenanigans in the form of shenanigans.
That checks out.
It's right there. Modern Horizons card shenanigans.
Nice.
So there you go. That is your top 8 for this week, at least, and indeed at most. Outside of the top 8, we got some Grixis Delver, 4-color Leovold. I think we've seen this guy before. Yeah, the Emissary of Trust. Yeah, Dak Faden.
Got some Ren and 6 in
Got some
here.
Ren and 6 going on, though. Look at that. Anything else new? Not spotting any. Not spotting any.
No.
Well, still, it's kind of neat. Turbo Depths, Golgari Depths, some Dredge, Grixis Control, Rakdos Reanimator, Is It Delver? There's no goblins, no elves, no burn. It's dead to us. So it's official. This tournament was dead to us. Excellent.
Fair enough.
And that is Legacy.
Okay.
You heard it here first. Legacy is dead. To us.
I don't really think this is the first place people heard that.
That's probably true.
To be 100% upfront about that. So, yeah. I mean, it was nice that we had Red take it down. It's just a shame that it was Red that had gone astray. Okay, so where does that leave us?
I mean, I'm still in my apartment.
Awesome. I'm still at my house.
I'm still in Cluze's Fat Pack hiding place. Yeah.
All right. So let us wrap it up then, gentlemen, because it is after 11 o'clock now.
It's true. It's kind of late
It
now.
is.
Do we want to mention that there are release notes?
Oh, right. Yeah, there are release notes for... I completely forgot about that. For M20. If you want to know anything about any of these cards, then look at all it is. Like, it goes on forever. It's still going. Wait for it. There it is. That's the end.
Yeah, well, a bunch of returning mechanics, so we'll talk about those.
A bunch of returning mechanics, a breakdown on how mulligans work in case you're not familiar, etc., etc. So, neat. Cool. I think that was the only thing that we skipped.
Yep.
Oh, Cluze. People have been dying for a month now to hear your take on the goblins of M20.
Okay, so here's I'm gonna distill it down just because we're running a little bit late here and I'm very, very tired. I still have not quite recovered from the jet lag of being in Europe and being off on time zones, so I keep waking up at like 6:30 in the morning. So there it is. Here's the most important takeaway. Oh my God, Goblin Ringleader.
That does sound like what you would say.
That's pretty much the most important thing you need to know. At this point, we essentially we can take almost all of Legacy Goblins and just shift it right into Modern and still lose to blue players. But we can do it.
You have the technology.
And we will. And indeed, I think I shall. I'd like to get the Goblin Lackey back. I understand why they don't, but I'd like to get the Goblin Lackey back.
Yeah.
And Rashadenport's probably not going to happen. And Wasteland's
I don't think you're getting that.
So Yeah, but most of the rest of it we got. It's pretty much all the pieces that we need. I'm pretty excited about it. Um, so we'll see.
Yay!
Of course I'd have to find a modern paper tournament anywhere near me to play, and that's probably unlikely to happen because I'm way
Have
too
you
busy.
considered going into your computer and playing Magic online?
Okay, I've played Arena. Is that what you're talking about? Because that's like
No,
Magic
it's the one that
on
you
the
can't play
computer.
on your computer.
Oh, huh. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I haven't really considered that.
that's fair.
Sorry. But like starting tomorrow, I could have ringleader in Arena,
It's true. You can.
and I hope to.
That
It's true. You do.
I might just go craft that like right away. It might be the first thing I do is just go straight into the collection, craft ringleader, build a deck that is like 59 mountains and one copy of ringleader just to play it. London mulligan till I get the ringleader, wait 4 turns, and then cast it.
I appreciate your ability to remove randomness from the game
That's right.
and your red deck.
That's right. I love to play red. That's why I try to minimize variance. Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
Cool. So I guess with that, we should actually wrap up, huh?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, I suppose
Yeah.
so.
All right. Cool. You can find me on Twitter at SweeGoblin2Bob. There's no Y in Goblin because it snuck out early to go watch Spider-Man without me. I'm not going to see it till tomorrow night. But yeah, so in general, nerdy terms, we've got Spider-Man movie this week coming out on Monday night at 12:01, technically Tuesday, because apparently we do that again. So that's cool. I'll probably just be ignoring social media tomorrow until I can see it because I know how people are with Marvel movies. So if I don't post anything tomorrow, like that's probably why. Past that, this coming weekend, 4th of July weekend, fireworks and traumatized pets in America. I will be doing Cosplay America in Cary, North Carolina. So I will also not be posting a whole lot this coming weekend because I'm going to be busy running a con. If you're into costumes, craftsmanship, making stuff, watching people who've made stuff, wear stuff, all kinds of cool stuff, and you're in the area or willing to travel, you should go check that out. It'll be a lot of fun. We're going to have all kinds of nonsense. We got some people who make cool social media stuff from Arby's teaching people how to do that. We've got a dude who has a big Gundam costume and a tank, both of which he moves around in. Craziness ensues. We've got a whole bunch of cool guests doing neat stuff. CosplayAmerica.com if you want any more info on that. And finally, I'm going to say that last week I caught Toy Story 4, and it did the usual Toy Story thing of like, you know what? You need existential dread. Let's give you a little bit of that. Because this is what Toy Story does.
It is.
And it did. So there you go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to thank That's Nice Man for the follow. Welcome to the pool.
Welcome. So that'll be it for my nonsense. Take it away, Cluze.
I have relatively little nonsense. I'm back. I was on vacation. I took a giant boat across the ocean to Europe. If there are any listeners in Hamburg in Germany, I really enjoyed my time in Hamburg. It was neat. I went
Did
to
you
Miniature
eat
Wonderland.
Hamburger?
That is
I-
cannibalism.
I did have a hamburger in Hamburg.
Did you have any schnitzel?
Yes. I did not have any schnitzel.
You-
Wait a minute.
Have failed.
No, I take that back. I did have some schnitzel.
How do you not remember having schnitzel?
Look, the schnitzel was very early in the trip. We ate a lot of great food even after the schnitzel, so sorry.
I don't know, man.
My
Schnitzel
apologies.
would be one of the highlights for me personally, but
It was good, but I mean, there was also a lot of other really, really good food that we ate while we were there.
I mean, the most adventurous thing I had while you were gone was a Stroopwafel McFlurry, just because I was dumbfounded that they made those.
See, I had actual stroopwafel.
Yeah, that's why I'm
when I was in
comparing like
Amsterdam,
my
and it
inferior
was-
American experience.
It was really good stroopwafel, man. I was
I would hope
I was
so.
I was moved, not quite to tears, but I was moved to take another bite of the stroopwafel until the stroopwafel was gone, and then I was sad because I was out of stroopwafels.
It was
So
so good that you forgot all about the other food that you ate
we
until
then
Chewie
we
reminded you.
then walked about, I don't know, 20 yards down and bought another stroopwafel from a different stroopwafel place. And it wasn't as good as the first one, but it was still really good.
So because you were there, was it 20 yards, or did they make you convert to walk it?
It was in meters. Yeah, I had to convert.
Yeah, okay.
Or they wouldn't let me. Yeah.
Them's the rules.
So, sorry. Anyway, I'm back. It's good to be back. It's great to see you all. I've missed you. And
So you walked 18.288 meters? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's what I did.
It's practically a Vanessa Carlton song. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Anyway, that's about all I got. If you want to hit me up, talk to me, hear more about the nonsense that I do, I'm on Twitter. I'm at Cluze, spelled just like it is in the show notes. If you're going to a pre-release this weekend, try and play as many goblins as you can, because the pre-releases are this weekend. So definitely do that. If you are in the greater Raleigh-Durham area, I do recommend that you go to Atomic Empire in Durham, North Carolina. It is a great shop. You should check it out. That's it, I think. Take it away, Chewie?
Me?
Yes, Chewie. Yes, take it away, Chewie.
Yay, I'm Chewie. I do lots of stuff all over the internet. I have, for instance, I have one, at least, here in the coming soon, it's going to be 2 YouTube videos going up every day. Every day. At the moment. So, I'm finishing up my video series of The Legend of Zelda Second Quest. I'm so excited to be finishing that up. It ended up being exactly twice as long as the first quest in video terms. It was 3 times as long in stream terms. But there was a lot of editing. I cut 20 minutes out of 3 different videos.
I believe you.
Yeah, because there's a lot of wandering around going,
Do I bomb this? Do I light that on fire? Do I bomb this? Do I light that on fire?
Yeah, so there's a lot of that. But yeah, it's going to be done. I uploaded the last episode to YouTube right before we started the show. I'm very excited to be done with that. Because while I enjoyed it, I want to start putting other stuff up. So I've got Legend of Zelda Second Quest. That's finishing up. I'm wrapping up slowly the Super Smash Bros. World of Light mode. Like, that's been done as far as the stream, but it hasn't been done as far as YouTube yet because it's a lot.
Takes a while.
Also, I've got 2 Teamfight Tactics videos that went up. The first one was my very first game ever that I won. Spoilers, because I'm awesome.
Qualification.
Yeah. And then my third game ever that I won. Just saying. That one was an awesome comeback. That just went up yesterday. But anyway, that one was a game with viewers and 1 rando, and one guy, last, was in first, because his name is a misnomer, the entire game, and somehow I won that game. It was epic. So if you're at all into the auto battler genre, I'm all in on it now. The second YouTube video that's going to be going up basically every day is from Dota Underlords, because I've been playing an assload of Dota Underlords because I love it. If you want to play Dota Underlords with me, come join when I stream, and because I set up a party and I just stream with viewers. The auto battler genre is awesome, and I'm excited. Can you tell?
I can tell.
Yeah. I'm still trying to get one of these 2 to try it. It's free and it's on all... Dota Underlords is actually on everything, Cluze. You could play it on your phone, on your computer, on your other computer, on your Linux box. It's insane.
I'll consider it.
He lies. In the near future, I've got some Slay the Spire, some Human Fall Flat that I played with Steph that was hilarious and adorable, and some Titan Souls, all going to be going up on YouTube. I played through and finished Titan Souls, which is a pixel art, top-down, 2D Shadow of the Colossus style game where you're a little character with 1 arrow and you just fight giant bosses.
You do. The music is really catchy while you fight the giant bosses for a few seconds until someone wins.
Yeah. Oh, and also I played Hearthstone with Mike last week on Saturday. Like, Mike and I hopped on a call, and we just took turns playing Hearthstone. And Mike had some really awesome games that are totally going up on YouTube. I mean, awesome games. So, that'll be awesome. I can't wait to get those up as well. So I got lots of YouTube content coming up. All the stuff is streamed right here on twitch.tv/themanapool, by the way. And then I find the good stuff and cut it up and put it on youtube.com/themanapool. What else? I guess that's all that stuff. Of course, both podcasts get streamed here on twitch.tv/themanapool. Monday Night Magic on Monday nights, for the most part, and the Manapool on Thursday nights, but not this one because national holiday and all the dorks are busy. So no Manapool this week. Duet?
Due to explosions.
Yes, in the sky. So yeah, that's all the stuff that goes on here on Twitch and over there on YouTube. If you want to help support what I do, there are a variety of ways to do it. Hey, if you've got Twitch Prime, if you've got Amazon Prime, you've got Twitch Prime, then feel free to throw your Twitch Prime sub at me. You get one token to use every month. It's pretty awesome. It really makes a streamer's day. I know it makes mine. You've got our Humble Bundle partner or affiliate or whatever it's called link. Their terminology is whatever. But if you use the Manapool link, which is down in the description below, no matter where you're watching or listening to this, it's in the show notes in the audio version. It's in the description in the YouTube version. It's down in the Twitch panels on Twitch. If you buy anything from Humble Bundle's website, then we get a small percentage of that, and it really helps a lot. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh god, Patreon, the big one. I'm missing the big one. If you go to patreon.com/themanapool, you can become a lifeguard and get a variety of perks. You can get episodes of the Manapool and all the YouTube videos early. Like right now, I think there are like 5 YouTube videos you can watch that aren't currently public. No, 4, because one of them I uploaded to YouTube but didn't put on Patreon yet, the last Zelda one. But that'll be going up probably first thing in the morning for Patreon. So yeah, you can get the odds and ends, which is all the stuff recorded before and after both Monday Night Magic and the Manapool that's uncensored and unfiltered and generally unsafe for consumption. I'm horribly behind on those, but that's how it is when you're a one-man show doing this ridiculous amount of content creation. Something's got to fall behind, it seems. I can't freaking win. But I'm working on that. If I spent less time playing Heroes of the Storm with Gothic and Cap, I would probably be able to get more of those done. I'm going to blame them.
That's a spirit.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to check the bottom of that bus.
The Gothic's like, shut up, you're on the bus. And if you are at the Mythic Lifeguard tier, then you get the sponsorship shout out at the end of both podcasts and on the end screen for all the YouTube videos. And that's a lot of YouTube videos. So I'd like to thank our Mythic Lifeguards: Kim Ho, Andrew Hunt, Al, Lance Delicious, Team You Hellas Are You, Connor Kennedy, John Morris, Alex Gonzalez, Jeff Spencer, Stuart Slaw, PJ McMullen, Sophia Bertain, Casey, Faye and Says, Danny Liao, Jason Doan, Cody Buckowing, Jake Jansons, Jason Kaus, Gothic Man, Brian DeLucci, Stark Maximum, John Parker. Couldn't do it. Hogak.
I would also like to thank Hogak for being a, mythic
host.
Where did I get to? Stark Maximum, John Parker, Violet Moon, Aleph Cat, Dan Holm, Bartle, Sarah Jane, and the Beastfather, Aaron Goodwine. Thank you all so very much for your support. I quite literally could not do it without you. And to all of the lifeguards.
And we can't breathe with you.
Sort of. Whatever tier you're at, thank you so much for your support. And all of my Twitch sub lifeguards. I love you all. And just everyone who watches. I just love you all in general. For real, though. Except for you. You know who you are. You know what fair. You did. Not you, Cluze.
I understand.
Cluze does know what he did, though.
Yeah, but I still love Cluze.
I'm well aware.
So, yeah, there you go. That's all my spiel. Feel free to check out all the things I do. I do lots of things. Yay. And with that, we will be done with Monday Night Magic number 659 because, dear Lord, that's a big number, and it's late. So thank you all so very much for joining us, and go play some goblins in Magic in Standard.
Yeah.
Okay.